All right, we're back at it again. This is Anu Jah Nahisi Zadok Jibra'il. Let's dance. And as we move into the new frontier, I would like to explain some things to people that might not know what's going on, right? It's tricky. Now, this is the tricky situation, right? We got something called transhumanism that's going on, right? And we need to explain how this is being implemented into the humans without them knowing, like the Tuskegee Project. All right, so the transhumanism is basically involving a vegan diet with infused water, biochemical water that's acidic, right? But also, it's also containing in the sequence of electromagnetic pulse waves, right? So they have to use electromagnetic pulse waves in order to implement the transhumanism onto the human organism, right? So we need to fully understand that bacteria is 99% of the human, right? So the human has a skeleton of 89% of metals. So we're pushing forward on that, basically saying that the individual's bone structure is made out of more metal than it is calcium. The outcase of it is calcium. So the brain itself is the computer database, right? All right, so the central nervous system inside of the Y chromosome, there is a gene that is electron, right? So inside of the Y chromosome, the gene that is electron gives off mechanical electricity, right? So the reason why I'm using these words, because I want you to understand that the body itself is a machine, right? So as you can see, the cyborg android, right? So what they have been doing is using the sun as a main receptor, right? Giving off the corona flashes, sun flare flashes. So these corona sun flare flashes alter the genes inside of the Y chromosome. So we know females have X and Y chromosome, then we know males have Y chromosome. So by going through a high intense fever, yeah, the human is able to switch over its DNA gene pool to a synthetic artificial intelligence genie pool, right? So we have a sector of people that's called the super soldiers. I'm not gonna say what they are or what star family they represent. So me myself, I'm a super soldier. I've been through this project. So the project is something that's classified. So by us being part of this project, we actually have been abducted, went to Mars, did a Mars task force joint with the Starfleet of the Space Wars and came back, right? So from this happening, we was altered, DNA was altered and chipped, right? So we have certain individuals that's talking online like, and they're pushing an agenda for you to listen to these certain doctors and these professors. These doctors, professors are not moving in the new frontier. They just keep repeating, what they heard or what's the chain letter, the Chinese word that's passed on. So then we have something that's called, right, transhumanism that's in effect. It's through the smart foods and the nano synthesis, right, of the GMO products, genetically modified operated projects, covert operation, right, for transhumanism. Okay, this all falls under the Yahweh project, right? Yahweh, the Y chromosome, right? So the crystal chromatography inside of the body, which is we call the crystal DNA. 144 is for the apocalypse, for certain old ones, Cthulhu, right? Shoe Nut, Ashkosh, right? These individuals are from a star system. So we have what's implemented in the gateway behind the cerebellum, right? We have the gateway that most people have that's melanated, which is considered called the black dot. So when this black dot activates, the human will go through a transition of his 6 neutrons, 6 protons, right? And 6, the 666 thing. So the mark of the beast itself is not the shot, ladies and gentlemen. The mark of the beast itself is you going through the 666 beast program, which is also implemented via MK Ultra. So the MK Ultra that they're using is the TikTok, via Instagram, via the YouTube, via the etc. This is for the practitioners that's on the COI project. So I myself, I'm the head representative of the CHISIS, which is the ISIS project. So we need to understand what's going on now, right? That we're moving into a new frontier, Alphamation. This Alphamation has biochemistry technology upgrades with the Alphamation. More or less what I aimless to speak is from the vocal box of the voice chakra, you get transmitted with these biorhythms, right? So this is only a little bit of what I'm giving you, right? This is a practice run. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope this Alphamation has come in very high multitudes for you to download and for you to play over and play over and play over again. Because once I had a friend of mine that really, made me push to move to the frontier of my intelligence. The person believed that I was not intelligent at the specific time. So maybe the person is listening now, but this is the same transition they're going through, right? Wadu.